We're going to be talking today about the principle of intentional. Understanding intentional, the words are we do the right thing at the right time for the right reasons. We talk about intentional, about being designers of the ultimate shopping experience for our customer's customer. But really, how do we do that by being intentional? What is it that we're doing, right? So it talks about vision. So the company clearly has a vision. We sit and spend a whole bunch of time, as David could certainly attest to, planning and coming up with what are the strategic initiatives, what are the objectives of the company, what are we trying to get to, and then how does that affect each individual pillar along the way. We tend to use the word heroes very loosely, I find, right? But what became really defined during the pandemic were people who are on the front lines, right? You as merchandisers are on the front lines and you're fighting the good fight every day. And the obstacles that are put in front of you are, you know them better than I do, right? In terms of, did the order arrive on time? Did all the different things that you've got to do? And then you go in there to do one thing and you've got this beautiful system that tells you do this and then do that, right? All that kind of stuff along the way. But then all of a sudden a manager hits you in the store and, we've got this issue, we're getting a visit from this, corporate team coming in, etc. We've got a vision of the business and the result of that vision is design of the ultimate shopping experience. How does that relate down to you in that store, in that moment?
I think first of all, we have to actually care about what we're doing. And that applies to so many aspects of your life, obviously. And I keep a journal, a calendar and a journal of where everything's kept in all different stores, when my deliveries are coming, where they're kept. So I go in with a plan, like you said, expect the unexpected.
It's nice to hear that you walk in expecting the unexpected, but you're going in with a plan, right? Those two things help when you come into that obstacle, that speed bump, that roadblock, that thing that nobody ever taught you how to do, right? That's where intentional really kicks in for me, is in those moments where you've got to make a decision which path to go down. That's the value of leaders helping with visions and direction, and that's why we should all be intentional in everything we do, because it helps us make the right decision in the moment that nobody told you what you should be doing.
As you're doing your work, you can so easily fall into the mindset, well, I just do inventory. I walk into the same four walls every day. I get my handheld, I get my report, I get whatever that is that you're doing. How do you bring that mindset of designer of the ultimate shopping experience for our customer, that vision that we have? How do you bring that into your world?
As intentional, for me, it's like every day, you could say it's a different challenge. It's not always the same. I think like it's for me, so I make sure like we pick all the products for the customer. And it's if I found a product that it's damaged, we'll report it to my supervisor, because I want to make sure like the customer gets his order right.
What I heard you say, and I want to make sure I'm paraphrasing it correctly, what I heard you say is you actually put yourself in the customer's shoes. When I'm going up in my forklift and I'm doing my thing, I am the customer. It says I'm doing this for myself. Would I be happy with this product if I got it? Would I be happy? And that's how you're able to put your mindset and deliver on that concept of designer of the ultimate shopping. Did I paraphrase that correctly?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, that it's gratifying because that's how it flowed down to you, which means, I'll turn on to David, which means you've got great leadership. And that leadership is providing you with that vision of how to take this concept of intentional and the vision of intentional and then put it into reality.
It's always inspiring when you find people along the way who take a lot of pride in their space and their area. And it's also a reminder that if we all can carve out our own little space in this world and work really hard on it, that together magical things happen, right? If each step in the supply chain, if each part of the team does their part and really cares about their scope of work, the sum of that creates things that are beyond what you initially thought could happen. Adela sets a lot of bars pretty high when you talk about where she started, what she wants to be, and cracking through things like becoming a forklift operator as a female, and those things that she's proud of and takes back to the family. That's the kind of stuff that it's a reminder that work and businesses are opportunities for all of us, right? It's our job to take care of the business so that the customers are taken care of too, and it just reminds you to be present and appreciate and be grateful for the things we have.
You know, we're really serious about taking these core leadership principles, creating that culture. So how do you do it? I mean, it's easy to say, wow, we're looking at a result here.
Yeah.
But that didn't just happen by itself. How do you do that?
When you're really winning in setting a culture is when new people come on board, they look around and they adapt to what they see. They adapt to the behaviors they see because they realize that that I need to belong to this group of people because they do it the right way. And when culture influences new hires instead of the other way around, which is new hires can bend and influence the culture, that's when things are really powerful, right? So Adela sets a great example for a lot of reasons, but it's a reminder for me as a leader that I had very little value other than removing obstacles for them, listening to them when they have issues, and then I got to get out of their way because they're going to take care of the customer by themselves.
April, you didn't pick that up on your, just like out of the thin air. Where did that come from? And do you feel that here that message is always being carrying forward?
Just doing the best you can do and trying to do things the right way and trying to do them the right way the first time and really caring, like I said before, about what you do.
It's warming to hear those words. I'll share the same question here. Like, obviously, I think we all know your story. You were featured on the We Supply America tour with Dirk. Walking into that environment where there is this concept, in this case we're talking about intentional, there are 9 other leadership principles surrounded by that concept of lead. How does that affect your mindset?
Here is like a family, what I see. So I've been working like in another place before, and like they say, like you said, like they do this and do that, and like they don't even ask your opinion. In here, they do. They ask like, if like this is what I'm gonna do, what do you think? Or if you have like your opinion, you will say, oh, can we do this way? Or how about can we try this? And that's what I see, and that's what I love to work here. It's like they give you a chance and they believe in you, or even they take your opinion. They care about your opinion.
That's great. That's great. Well, that's why we love having you. Thank you. David, any final thoughts from you?
I think we're never as good as we want to be. It's a reminder, right, that we have to beat the drum with the principles more effectively. We all have different definitions and interpret everything we hear and see differently. So the open dialogue and the open conversation about our purpose is something we've always got to strive to be better at.